Good day, everyone. In this discussion, we will explore the concept of gross domestic product, nominal GDP, and the importance of these indicators in, in measuring economic performance. We will also delve into the significance of regional organization like Asean, the European Union, along with a brief overview of United States as a major global economic powerhouse. So let's explore these fascinating topics together. Gross domestic product or GDP is the total value of all goods and services produced within the Philippines border during a specific period, usually a year. It is a measure of the country's economic output and it is used to gauge the country's economic health and growth. GDP includes everything produced within the country from consumer goods and services to government spending and investment. So the formula for calculating GDP is GDP equals consumption plus investment plus government spending plus net export. So now let's proceed to the brief history of the three regions. First is ASEAN, the Association of South Asian Nations. It is a regional organization comprising 10 member states, including Brunei, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam. It was established in 1967 with the aim of promoting economic growth, social progress, and regional stability in Southeast Asia. ASEAN focuses on enhancing regional integration, facilitating trade and investment, and promoting cooperation and development in various sectors, including agriculture, industry, tourism, and education. Next is European Union. It is a political and economic union composed of 27 member states, primarily located in Europe. It is founded in 1957, so the EU aims to promote peace, stability, and prosperity among its member countries. It has established in a single market with a free market movement of goods and service, capital, and people within its jurisdiction. So the EU also has a common currency, which is the euro, which is used by 19 of its member states. So the EU plays a significant role in shaping trade policies, implementing regulation, and coordinating policies on various issues such as climate change, security, and migration. Next is United States of America, commonly known as United States or America. It is a federal republic composed of 50 states and various territories. It is one of the world's largest economies and a key player in international affairs. And USA has a diversified economy with a sector such as manufacturing, technology, finance, and services. It is playing crucial rules. It is known for its innovation, entrepreneurship, and significant global influences. The country has a well-developed infrastructure, highly skilled workforce, and robust consumers market, and contributes to economic strength.
Here's the ASEAN's GDP table. With more than 270 billion people living there, Indonesia is the most populous country in ASEAN. This huge population contributes to economic progress by providing a strong consumer base and a thriving workforce. Indonesia's economy is varied and resource rich. It is a major exporter of commodities such as coal, palm oil, and rubber around the world. These natural resources, along with the developing manufacturing sector, help to drive Indonesia's GDP growth. Indonesia has made significant advances in important areas such as tourism, manufacturing, and services development. The government has put in place policies to encourage international investment and domestic economic growth. This has resulted in more commercial opportunities and employment development, enhancing the country's contribution to ASEAN's GDP further. Overall, Indonesia's big population, diverse economy, and government attempts to promote growth have all played important roles in country's major contribution to ASEAN's GDP. In the ASEAN area, Brunei does indeed have one of the weakest economies. The economy of Brunei is primarily dependent on its oil and gas deposits. which have historically been the main contributors to its GDP. As a result, changes in the price of oil on a worldwide scale can significantly affect Brunei's economic performance. Compared to Indonesia, Brunei has a smaller population which may also have an impact on GDP. The labor and consumer market size of a nation can influence its economic production.
We have two main factors that affect GDPs, which are the ASEAN's Economic Community or AEC and the ASEAN's Free Trade Agreement or AFTA. These two initiatives that aims to promote economic integrations among the 10 member states of ASEAN. First, let's talk about the AAC. AEC was established in 2015 as one of the three pillars of ASEAN, along with the ASEAN's Political Security Community and ASEAN Socio-Cultural Community. The AEC vision is to create a single market and production base, a highly competitive economic region, a region of equitable economic development, and a region fully integrated into a global economy. The AEC covers various areas of economic cooperations, such as trade in goods, trade in services, investment, intellectual property rights, competitions policy, consumer protections, e-commerce, and infrastructure. The next is the AFTA. AFTA was launched in 1992 as a scheme to reduce tariffs and eliminate non-tariff barriers among ASEAN's members. The impact of the AEC and the AFTA on GDP may vary across countries, depending on their level of development, economic structure, trade openness, and policy reforms.
The European Union is one of the world's most powerful trade alliances and has become an economic and political force to reckon with. And as of 2022, its combined GDP stood at 15.6 trillion euros and 16.6 trillion in dollars. According to the provided graph, the largest economies within the European Union as of 2022 were Germany, France, Italy, Spain, and the Netherlands. These countries collectively accounted for the majority of the European Union's GDP amounted to approximately 15 trillion euros. On the other hand, Cyprus and Malta, being smaller island nations, occupied the lower end of the list with GDPs of approximately 28 and 16 billion euros respectively.
These are the factors affecting European Union's CAP. The European Union's Green Deal. It is a package of policy initiatives which aims to set the European Union on the path to a green transition, with the ultimate goal of reaching climate neutrality by 2050. It supports the transformation of European Union into a fair and prosperous society with a modern and competitive economy. It also aims to boost efficient use of resources by moving to a clean, circular economy and stop climate change, revert biodiversity loss, and cut pollution. It outlines investment needed and financing tools available and explains how to ensure a just and exclusive transition. Four pillars of European Union's Green Deal. Number 1 is a predictable and simplified regulatory environment. Number 2 is speeding up access to finance. Number 3 is enhancing skills. And the last one is open trade for resilient supply chains. The second one is the digital single market. It is a strategy consists of series of initiatives intended to promote e-commerce and digital economy through the harmonization of national laws and the development of uniform technical standards to facilitate interoperability. Also, digital technology is changing people's lives. The European Union's digital strategy aims to make this transformation work for people and businesses while helping to achieve its target of a climate neutral Europe by 2050.
USA GDP and the top 10 largest economies in the world's 2023 The United States ranks first. The USA's GDP is the total value of goods and services produced within its borders in a given period of time. The USA is the world's largest economy with a GDP of 26.24 trillion US dollars and expected to have 39.23 trillion US dollars in 2033. The United States of America is a federal republic composed of 50, a federal district, Washington, and five major self-governing territories such as Puerto Rico, Guam, American Samoa, U.S. Virgin Islands, and Northern Mariana Islands, and various minor islands. The USA is the world's largest economy by nominal GDP and the third largest by population. The USA is a global leader in science and technology, also in culture and entertainment, military, and diplomacy.
Why is the GDP higher in USA? It is because high level of production, a well-developed transportation system, and abundant natural resources that all contribute to the American economy. Also, the high GDP in the USA can be attributed to several factors, including its large and diverse economy, technological innovation, strong workforce, favorable business environment, and robust infrastructure. Additionally, the USA has a well-developed financial system, access to global markets, and a history of entrepreneurship and investment. These factors collectively contribute to the country's high GDP.
So, in conclusion, the GDP of ASEAN, EU, and USA member countries shows their diverse economic characteristics and performance. The USA has the largest and most advanced economy in the world, but it faces challenges from emerging economies such as China and India. The EU has a strong integrated economy that benefits from its common market and currency, but it suffers from political and social instability due to Brexit and other issues. The ASEAN has a dynamic and resilient economy that leverage its geographic locations and demographic dividend, but it needs to overcome its development gaps and enhance its regional cooperation.